So as promised, this is going to be a skincare video. We're going to talk about 4 new items that I've added into my skincare regime over the past week. So stay tuned if you want to hear about that. So the brand that I got these items from was called Oridnary, and honestly how this happened, it was like 4 in the morning. I saw someone on my timeline post like this whole like lineup of all the products that she had from Oridnary, and she was like, my life was changed ever since I used this. I don't know if it was because it was 4 in the morning and I was delusional, but I don't know, I just had an epiphany and I went on the website and I ordered 4 things, which totaled in $39, which is extremely cheap if you think about it, because the products that you're getting are 1, organic, 2, really fucking good, and 3, that's just hella cheap. Like, I don't know, like a lot of skincare that's good and quality skincare is gonna be like $30 to $40. I know Origin's kind of pricey, Glam Glow, hella pricey. Everything that I really use is pricey. So when the price point was kind of low, I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna get these products. They're gonna be cute. The packaging is, you know, cute. It's very minimalistic. You know, that aesthetically pleasing type stuff that everyone is just so into, rather so than the product itself. But so yeah, I didn't really expect a lot from the product, but when I started using these products, I was like, damn, you really can't judge a book by its cover or by its price point, because holy shit. And let me just go ahead and put this out there. It's not paid for. Like, this promo is like literally coming from the heart, because I paid for these products out of pocket and they did not hit me up for this shit, so you guys are getting a real review. Okay, the most dramatic one out of all of them that everyone apparently either hates or loves, like there's no middle ground. This is the AHA 30% and BHA 2% peeling solution 10-minute exfoliating facial. I'm just gonna read the directions of what it says. Clean face and wait for skin to dry. Do not use on wet skin. Apply evenly across the face and neck using fingertips. Avoid your eye area. Leave on for no more than 10 minutes. Rinse thoroughly with lukewarm water. Avoid eye contour and contact with eyes, both during application and rinse. This is a low viscosity solution, so it is intended to be used as a mask. Not leave on for more than 10 minutes. Okay, so this is obviously something you don't play with, okay? But no, it's like an exfoliant. So you know how they have like scrubs? Like, I know a very popular one is the St. Ives Scrub, the apricot one that everybody and their mother used to use. But it's like a scrub, but it's more intense. So I was noticing that I had a lot of scarring on my face from acne, from sunburns, from, I don't know, anything underneath the sun. None of the scrubs that I was using was doing anything to like get rid of this layer of skin that I have to, I don't know, like it was not exfoliating my skin. So when she told me about Oridnary, she was like, well, they have this peeling like solution that's like really intense, but it really works. So the really intense part about this mask, which is hella intense, is like it feels like you have a lip plumper all over your face. You know that tingling, like sizzling feeling? Well, it'll feel like that for about 10 minutes. Kind of itchy, but it really works. Like I was telling you guys in that previous video, like those 2 dots I had here, they are noticeably starting to fade, and it is because I've been using this twice a week. And I know I'm probably only supposed to be using it once a week, but I hadn't had a good scrubbing on my face for a minute, so your girl is doing 2 times a week. But if you have sensitive skin, honestly, I would not recommend you buying this. I wouldn't recommend you trying this. I wouldn't recommend you even looking at this, to be honest, because 1, people with sensitive skin can't really use a lot of things without, you know, flaring their skin up. But I don't know, I have relatively sensitive skin, but it's not sensitive to the point where I can't use harsh stuff, you know? So maybe it's not that sensitive. Maybe I'm a big girl. But yeah, honestly, I really wouldn't recommend this for someone who has very sensitive skin, but I would recommend it for someone who is kind of like myself. Like, I have sensitive skin, but I know I can withstand a little bit of tingling. It's not going to affect my skin in the long run. But I really did notice some very noticeable effects, like at least like with an even skin tone and with the noticeable fading of the scars. I was so excited because I had never had a product that actually gave me instant results when it came to scarring. And I know billions of you guys are gonna run out and buy this thinking it's gonna be like some $1 million magic like potion, but that was just my experience. I am not an esthetician, I'm not a dermatologist. So the next product that I have is the Azelaic Acid Suspension 10%. I'm gonna say this feels exactly like the Smashbox Photo Finish Ready Primer. Boo. It really has that silicone feeling. This one, okay, let me mention this. This you use at nighttime. Anything like acidic, anything peeling, anything harsh, I would always recommend to do at nighttime because one, sun exposure and acid, and it's not good. And you're just gonna get the most out of the use if you do it at nighttime because then your skin has the chance to really rest and recover and then regenerate. I use this in the morning. This is just like an all over, it's like a brightening cream. I mean, it's not like it's kind of like a part 2 to this for me at least. It just helps even out my skin tone even more. It just helps brighten areas that are darker, like as in my under eyes or like different acne marks I have issues with. Like I never realized how many acne scars I had. Like I was just like, wow, look at all these moles. And it's like, those are not moles, sweetie, those are acne scars. So let's go ahead and work on that. So this really helps. I use this, but I also put a moisturizer on top of this because one, like I was saying, SPF is just very important in general, and all my moisturizers have SPF in it. So I always apply that after I put this on just to protect my skin. And also, since it's being a brightening cream, I just don't know if it has something in it that's going to be extra sensitive to my skin, that's going to make sun exposure a little more painful or harsh on my skin. The whole point of me investing in all this stuff was anti-aging, not quickly aging due to sun damage caused by the product. So I, of course, counter that with SPF. You guys should incorporate SPF into your skincare regardless of whatever type of skin that you have because it is a really great anti-aging component and it's just really good for your skin in general. So the next one is the Grand Active Retinoid Emulsion, the 2%. So this is basically like an anti-aging serum. This one is kind of like a white creamy consistency. I like the way this one feels. It's very light. It doesn't feel really heavy on my skin or anything, but this is just really good for acne and anti-aging and fine lines and everything. But of course, just like with any other product, it's going to take a couple weeks of using it to see any noticeable differences. But I will say that one of the first noticeable differences that I noticed one of the first differences that I noticed was the fact that I had really glowing skin and it was just really plump, firm, and just kind of like rejuvenated after using this. So I use this after the peel, obviously, and I used this before the 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. I love this so much, and it's really good if you have oily skin like myself. People always say to combat oily skin with applying more oils on it. So this is amazing because it's really light, it's not heavy, it's not greasy, and it just gives me the hydration that like a lotion would give without that like lotiony, like tacky, heavy feeling. I just apply this right after I use the anti-aging one just for hydration, and I wake up and I look so radiant and glowing, and honestly it really makes my mornings look in the mirror nowadays because I feel like I finally found products that work for me and make me look my best. So really do your research when it comes to products. Like I might change my mind about these products, but at least for now, I'm doing the research that I need to do for myself, and I'm getting products that are good for me and they're working, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. Honestly, I'm gonna stop listening to people. I'm gonna stop like, you know, going to other people for advice. Like I just need to listen to myself and do what works for me. But yeah, I will keep you guys updated with all of these products that I'm using, and I will do updates and show you guys my skin without my makeup. I mean, I show you guys my face every day. I do a get ready with me, which is like 4 times a week. We get ready together every day, boo. But yes, I will totally do an update with you guys with these products, and I'll be back with another video for you guys real soon.